I'm going to be installing this Android screen into my GLC. The brand is Mercedes Navifly MNX. So it comes with all the wiring that you need and also the mounting bracket for the car to give it a OEM look. So the first thing we need to do is to remove this plastic piece here before we can undo two screws, one here, and lift this whole piece out. So the way we do that is just from here. You should just clip. Okay, I've had to push this and hold it down so that these two things here gets out of the way, and just pry it from here and here, and now it should come out. There we go. And there's two screws here to undo. Okay, now we just have to lift this up from this end. So just have to lift this up. This was actually quite hard, that I had to use both hands to lift this up, and this will just come back. It just come back out of the way, and there's a few wires to unplug under here. So there's one here. So it's just, there's a little tab that you push and then pull out, and this one here push up that way. It doesn't go that way, you gotta push it up that way to take it out. And then there's a couple here. There's one here and one behind there. Okay, now we've got two screws to undo. One here and one here. Once the screw is undone, we just pull this tab out and remove this unit. So I've pulled this lever down a little bit, so you can see that's the little thing that holds it in place. And now we just pull this, take this out, and behind here so this harness here has a optical connector here. We have to take out this optical connector and plug into the supplied adapter. This right here, that's the optical cable there. And now to remove the screen, we have to pry this out, and there's two screws to undo here and here. I'll just use a plastic pry tool to go around here and carefully remove this. So there's a few tabs here. There's probably one here, and one here, and one here. We just have to lift it up. So that's me just lifting it up. So you do that all around to remove it. Okay, so that just comes out, and now there's two screws, one here and one here. And so you undo the screw, but don't remove the screw. Once it becomes loose, this should be able to move back. So the screw will kind of stay in the harness, I guess, that holds this screen in place. So just loosen the screws. So the screw is about there. Okay, so this is the screen right here. So there's the screw there. We unplug this cable and also this cable. This cable won't be reused, but this one will be. So this is the cable that I'll be using. The optical fiber from the original plug will be moved into here, and this will go into the head unit, and this one will go to the original plug that's in the car. Here's the auxiliary out. It goes into this adapter that came with the kit, and this USB here goes into the USB plug in the center glove box. Here's a GPS antenna, and also the Wi-Fi antenna. Okay, so there's a surface right here. There's enough space there for me to stick the GPS antenna and the Wi-Fi antenna right there, and I'll drop the cable from here down to here. Okay, to run this harness here, from here to up there, I'm going 2 steps. One, to get it up to here first, and then from here around up to here. Okay, so I've got the Wi-Fi antenna cable, GPS antenna cable, and the main plug pulled out, and now be ready to put everything back in. Okay, so I'm actually reusing the screw from the old screen. I'm putting into the new bracket, which is there. Okay, this is what it looks like with the bracket installed. Okay, so this is the optical cable that I'm removing from the original harness. Okay, and that's gonna go into the harness that goes in the head unit. Okay, so there's the new harness that goes into the head unit, and the new harness that goes into the old harness. And now just you put everything back and configure the screen. So this is the auxiliary cable here. I'm going to run it underneath here to get it coming through to the USB in the center glove box. I may have to drill a hole right here to give it space. So there is the USB cable. It's connected to the auxiliary out. I've just wrapped it in paper towel just so that to help or prevent any rattling noise. And now just put everything back in. So that's the new screen installed. It's a 12.5 inch screen. This is the old screen. So that's just for comparison. So the first thing you have to do after this comes on is actually go into setting, go into personalization. This is where you set your screen size. So you would, for me, I'm doing split screen. I'm setting it to full, and the resolution ratio, you press that, there's different option. For me, I'm a NTG 8.4 inch, so I'm just choosing that. So that's what it looks like. So let's go back. And the other thing is back car setting. That's your original car camera type. So the option there are those 3 options. I've got camera in my car from factory, so I'm choosing original back car. And that should be it for the settings. You can choose different layout from this screen. So you go to settings, UI, and you can choose this other look. Press home. Now you get a different interface. So to switch between this Android screen and your original screen, you just have to press and hold this back button. Press down and hold, and it'll switch. Now to get sound from the Android screen, you have to go to media on your original screen. Come down to devices, and you need to choose iPod USB aux, and that's how you get the sound from the Android screen. We'll press back and hold. That takes us back to here. Okay, so to connect your phone to this Android system for Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you go to Z-Link. When you first started, it's gonna say connect your phone to this Bluetooth device here. Once you connect it, Android Auto or CarPlay will just start.